Hey guys, this is Emil from Gains Anatomy, and I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to meal prep. So the first thing I would tell everyone is before you get started, you want to buy the containers. So I use these Flex containers from Amazon. I have a frozen meal in here right now. These are great. You want to make sure that whatever you do buy, it's BPA free, microwave safe, and dishwasher safe. I like investing in these because it was pretty cheap. It was like $9 or $10 for 7, and I got 2 of them. If you are feeling a little fancy at the beginning, you can invest in some glassware. For me, I wanted to kind of build up to that, so this is a good way to get started. So once you've gotten the containers, the next thing I would tell you to do is pick a day of the week that you want to meal prep. So for me, it's every single Sunday night. I go to Trader Joe's in the evening right before it closes. I get my groceries, I come home and I cook, and I've established that in my mind as the night of the week that I'm going to do it. And for me, it helps me to establish some kind of consistency and create a game plan. So a couple important things that I feel would be helpful. Number one, wherever you decide to go grocery shopping, whether it's Trader Joe's, which is where I like to go, some people love Costco, some people like Whole Foods if you have that kind of money. Wherever you decide you want to do your groceries, ask what day they have their deliveries and they restock, because you want to go right after that. That allows you to create the largest window of freshness for the food that you're going to get. Something that helps me too is I make sure I give myself 1 day a week to have my cheat meals. So I don't, 1 day of the week I don't eat my meal preps. I go out for breakfast, I get something else for lunch, and I really, it makes it so that I can get back to meal prepping the next day and kind of fall back into rhythm, and it allows me to kind of have a day for myself and just enjoy different flavors, or else I'll go crazy eating the same things every single day without giving myself a break. So in order for you to continue meal prepping every single week, you got to give yourself that day to enjoy kind of indulging on whatever you like, whether it's ice cream or burgers or pizza or whatever it happens to be. Something that I do when I'm going grocery shopping is I make sure that I don't buy any junk food, no chips, no candy, none of that stuff. I make sure that if I'm going to get that stuff, I get it at a different time. So if I want a bag of chips or I want something, I got to go get it on my own. Usually that's enough to stop me because I have no control, and if I bring home a bag of chips or some kind of candy or whatever, it's going to be gone that night, so I just don't buy it to begin with. The most important things that people don't mention is that there is a learning curve. You're not going to be great at it your first time, your second time. It takes a little bit of time to figure out what works for you and how to coordinate cooking so many different items at once. And I think one of the best things to do is give yourself a couple of weeks to kind of go through trial and errors and figure out what works and what doesn't work, because you're not going to be perfect at it your first time. And if you are, that's awesome. That was not me. So let me give you guys an example of how I do my meal preps and how I kind of strategize it. I make sure that I have 3 stations. I have the microwave going to microwave my brown rice. I have the oven going in case I'm doing sweet potatoes or sweet potato fries. And then I have 3 of the burners usually going, and I'm boiling vegetables, I'm cooking my eggs, and I'm doing some kind of like protein and pasta kind of configuration. And then off to the side, I have my chopping, designated chopping area where I'm chopping my veggies, my turkey, things like that. And so I kind of have like a station for everything. So it's very ordered and very structured. And for me, because I'm trying to multitask and cook so many things at once, it's really important to have everything in a specific place so that I can kind of see everything. And lastly, I would say when it comes to meal prepping, as I mentioned before, you want to make sure that you are finding flavors that you enjoy. And more importantly, every couple of weeks, you want to change up some of the dishes that you make. Because if you do the same dish every week, even if you do find it tasty, you're just going to get sick of those flavors. So even if you don't want to change that dish per se, you can do a slight variation and add a different topping. Or let's say I'm doing my eggs, instead of doing turkey and spinach, I can do sun-dried tomato and mozzarella. And so even doing just slight variations can change up your palate and kind of allow you to enjoy new flavors, and that's what's going to keep it up. I think it's extremely effective. I really enjoy it, and again, I preach about meal prepping all the time because it really has changed my life. I've lost a lot of weight, and meal prepping has been really helpful for me, especially medical school where everything is so structured and I have class Monday through Friday, and this allows me to get all my meals done at the beginning of the week have it done and not have to worry about it. So hopefully these were some helpful tips for you guys. If you have any questions, please let us know, and thank you very much.